Good morning, everyone. Michelle Shelton here. I am the designated broker at Life Real Estate. I'm also the 2021, 22, and 23 chair of Arizona Regional MLS. I feel fortunate to be a leader there and to be able to give back to the community. This is my first live on YouTube. I've done it very awkwardly before on Facebook. Can't say that I absolutely love it, but I'm going to give it a shot and hopefully we'll get some people to join us. And if not, we'll put this on replay. So I'm okay with that. I want to talk to you something that we had happen yesterday. We had a gal reach out to Emma. It was 8 o'clock last night via text, making a statement that she wanted to see one of our properties that we had listed at 10 in the morning. As a realtor, we're obligated to ask someone like that in that situation if they have a realtor that they've been working with. So Emma did that. She asked her if she had a realtor and she said yes. And she said, "Can you get me in or not?" And of course, we represent the seller and we always want to get somebody in to our listing because the point is to get the home sold. The thing is we also are always looking to avoid what I call potential turbulence. So think about flying in a plane. If you have a pilot that just goes running into every storm, that's going to be disastrous. And this does set the stage for problems down the road. If somebody's telling me they have a realtor, then they need to have their realtor represent them. There is a process where a realtor should really be they're a fiduciary duty. They have a fiduciary duty to their client. And fiduciary is, you're looking at confidentiality, obedience, loyalty, there's disclosure, there's reasonable care, and there's accounting. All of those things your realtor has with you, and the listing agent has that with their client, the seller. So you really don't want to go outside of that. And it's very similar to a client attorney relationship. And if you were in a legal situation where somebody was suing you or you were suing them, I'm pretty certain you wouldn't go to the other attorney and be, showing them your hand. You should be very strategic. Uh, Emma and I like to work together with the other agent. However, our loyalty is always to our client. So when a buyer who's unrepresented comes to us, it actually creates what we call a dual agency. So now we become very transactional. We can't represent two people. We can't do harm to the other one. So we're not going to be strategizing with that buyer or strategizing with that seller against that buyer. And it becomes very difficult because we already have a relationship established with our seller. And so when a buyer comes in and they want to see a property and they say they have a realtor, but their realtor's busy, they really should be going through their realtor to handle that. And that realtor, anybody that is in business any amount of time, is going to have someone cover for them. So they can have a showing agent, or maybe they have someone, a colleague in their office, and they can show that property on behalf of that agent. Because we want realtors to have a life as well. You're working 365 days a year is not good for anybody. So we appreciate you want to go on vacation. We appreciate those things. And it's your job to educate your clients on what to do if you are going to be out of town, and just instead of just saying, "Too bad, so sad, I'm gone." Well, Emma did the right thing. She asked the lady for her agent's number and we got in touch with him. Very nice agent, very knowledgeable, and was not even out of town, which is what she told us. And so sometimes people don't want to bother their agent, especially if their agent is a friend or family member. They don't want to bother them to go look at a home. What they're doing is they're creating agency with the listing agent. And so if they are really loyal to their friend or their family member that's a realtor, they really should have them set it up because they may not get paid. They can represent you, but at the end of the day, if they don't show you the property and they're not the reason that you bought that property, then they may not get paid. So it really sets everybody else up. What everybody it sets them up to for lose-lose situations. So don't do that. Just discuss it with your realtor, and any realtor that's knowledgeable about their profession should be able to explain these very things that I'm explaining to you now. And please know, as the listing agent, it isn't that we don't want to work with you or we don't want to be helpful. We're just looking to avoid problems down the road. We've had situations where people would negotiate with us all the way and then bring in a realtor at the end. And that creates what's called procuring cause. And your realtor won't get paid in that case. We will certainly work with them. They can represent you, all of that. But they didn't do the work up front. So, and they may not, that may not have been their choice. You might have thought you were going to save money, or, you didn't want to bother your friend or family member. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Talk to your realtor, go back, talk to your realtor and have them explain this to you. And if you don't have a realtor, we'd value the opportunity to earn your business. I hope you're enjoying our videos. Make sure you check out our free workshops. They're still in progress, so be patient with us, but you can go ahead and sign up for so first release would email you and let you know when they're launched. And that is gophoenixrealestate.com/workshops. Thank you for stopping, and please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks. Bye.